Let's take a look at passing a structure to a function. If we're doing this using the call by reference method, so in other words, we want the function to change something in the structure, then we have to pass the address of the structure variable to the function, and that gets passed to a pointer of the structure type. So in the program, let's say we have defined a type for our structure, and the type is called item_t. So we use that in the main function, this is just the beginning of it, to declare a variable. So one pack is a structure of the type item t, so in other words it has these two members, item number and code. Now if we're passing this to a function readed in order to the function, for example, to read into members of that structure variable, then we have to pass the address of the structure variable so that the function can change it. And that means that in the function prototype and also in the function header, what we're going to have is a pointer to a location of the type item t. So again, the address of a structure of the type item t gets passed to a pointer to a structure of the type item t. Now, when you have a pointer to a structure, let's say it's called struct pointer, using the dereferencing operator, so putting the star or the asterisk in front of that, is the structure itself. So again, the pointer would store the address, the actual value stored in that location, which would be the structure, is star struct pointer. Now, if you want to refer to a member of that structure, this does not work. Okay, so that's the wrong syntax. Because of the order of the operators, we need to put the star struct pointer in parentheses before the dot member. Now, an alternative for this is using what's called the arrow operator. So struct pointer arrow member is the same as star struct pointer in parentheses dot member. So in other words, it's referring to a member of a structure that has a pointer pointing to it. So it's kind of nice that we have an arrow there. So struct pointer arrow member. So struct pointer is a pointer to that location, and then what we want is that member within the structure. So note that the arrow operator is used in place of the combination of the dereferencing operator inside of parentheses and the dot operator. It is not a shortcut for just the dot operator. So again, the arrow operator is when you have a pointer to a structure and you want to refer to a member within that structure. This is going to be extremely useful later on when we get to linked lists.